People, I'm gonna keep it a bean with y'all, man. Like I always do. I got to at this point. We're 3 years into the Tutor Reviews podcast, man, and I'm happy for that. I'm proud of that. But I'm going to be completely honest right now. I'm fucking stressed, people. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. I'm gonna keep it brief. I'm not gonna take up too much of y'all time during this intro. We need to get into this commentary ASAP. This is one of my favorite movies of all time, favorite anthologies. But I gotta be transparent for a second. Excuse me. I am stressed the fuck out because I have tried since yesterday multiple times to do multiple different commentaries. One commentary in particular that has just been fucking plaguing my spirit. Demons 1985, man. I have been trying to get this amongst others, but I've been trying to get that one in particular off the ground since last night. And it's been so many failed attempts. I did like 18 tries as far as the intro goes. I almost, prior to recording this, I almost got it done. I went on YouTube because my sites, or whatever the sites or streaming services, my shit was doing this weird thing where it was just buffering, and I didn't want to take that risk and keep fucking up the commentary for y'all out there listening. So I just went on YouTube and watched it, and the whole time I'm like, "Yep, we getting Demons 1985 and Toxic Commentary, man. I'm with this shit." And then I found out this shit was in Spanish. An Italian horror movie that they dubbed in fucking Spanish on YouTube, and I'm just like, I give up at this point. But nah, nope. I said nah, I don't quit that easily, man. So I said, let me just go full blown intoxic commentary with this. And I don't like stress drinking, but I need something to take the edge off at this point. So there's no doubt in my mind that this is going to be a full blown intoxic commentary by the time we're done with this. So let's just call a spade a spade. It just is what it is. But nonetheless, people, Tales from the Crypt, man. And I'm not talking about the Crypt Keeper, the series that you guys loved back in the day on HBO. And, I think it used to come on whatever it was back in the day, PHL 17 or UPN. Now, don't get me wrong, I love that series, man. It's one of the greatest horror TV shows, or one of the greatest TV shows in general of all time, man. And while I love those stories, my favorite story, I think, of all the Tales from the Crypt, the anthology stories, is What's Cooking, with Bess Armstrong and Judd Nelson and Christopher Reeve, and the late great Meatloaf is in there. And I meant to say late great Christopher Reeve. I'm so sorry, people. I know everybody loves Superman out there. But What's Cooking has got to be hands down one of my favorites. I wish I could see that come into fruition as a feature length film. Also like Werewolf Concerto, and I do like Oil's Well That Ends Well. I love those segments, man. But if we're going to talk about anthologies, and I'm kind of fresh off of the commentary for Creep Show 2, which y'all can check out if y'all want. If we're going to talk about anthologies, man, we got to go to 1972, where I feel like this is the template of anthology horror movies, man. I feel like had there not been a Tales from the Crypt 1972, there would not have been a Creep Show. There would not have been a Creep Show 2 or Two Evil Eyes or Tales from the Hood, Tales from the Dark Side, Trick or Treat, so on and so forth. This is the one that for me, like I was very hip to this as a kid, man. And even though this movie came out in the 70s, I was so into this. Every time it was on TV, I remember it used to come on HBO a lot. And one of these, of course, is my favorite as far as stories go ever in any horror anthology movie. This is like top five. This one has one of the top five stories I meant to say. But this movie, man, while this movie may not age well with effects and stuff like that, I do feel like as far as the overall content and a lot of the performances go, I can appreciate the hell out of this movie, man. You got Joan Collins, who was in her prime in this movie, man. The late great amazing the OG veteran actor Peter Cushing. You've got Ralph Richardson playing the OG Crypt Keeper. You got a lot of faces in here that people may or may not recognize, but I definitely appreciate this cast. I appreciate these stories, and I love a good comeuppance in any anthology story, man. And I love the way it starts, man. I love that these five strangers just, they don't know how the fuck they got there. They don't question anything. They just walking through this motherfucking crypt, and they meet this crypt keeper who won't let them leave. And, they find out things about themselves that I guess they didn't know. But, nonetheless, man, I love this movie. And We gonna have some fun with this one, man. I'm telling y'all, like the fact that I was so stressed. I mean, I feel like 5 minutes into this intro, my stress level is going down getting this, getting this out to y'all. So I'm starting to feel better already. But we are gonna have some fun, man. I feel like I wasted so like an hour and a half or so, 2 hours trying to get an episode off the ground. Didn't work. I wasted some hours last night trying to do the same thing. So we gonna listen. I'm not gonna say we gonna tear this movie apart. But y'all already know what's about to happen. Y'all know how I get down, man. Y'all know I'm gonna make fun of shit that probably ain't even funny, but I'm gonna try to put it in good context. And we're going to have a good time here, people. Now, listen. I already said I was trying to watch shit on YouTube. This actually is on YouTube. For for anybody tuning in with me, and if y'all are tuning in, y'all are the true Tutor Reviews MVPs. But this is I don't know if there's any other cut of this movie out there. And like I always say, if it is, let me know. But this is the standard theatrical run through for Tales from the Crypt. Um, God damn, I'm wondering, was there any like a director's cut of this, man? Were there deleted scenes? I've never looked it up. I've never been curious about that until tonight, man. But here we are, and here we go, people. Commentary, IntoxiCommentary to be exact. Let's just call it what it is. For Tales from the Crypt, 1972, people. I will hit the play button in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, right into it. Shit make me feel like I'm listening to the radio. The national anthem just played. What a fitting song to play. I also got to keep it a beam with y'all right now. I I've always loved this theme, but I have no fucking clue what it's called. I know I had one of my uncles play this shit during my Rob Zombie's Halloween commentary. Y'all can check that out if y'all want, but that shit's almost 3 hours long, so you got to prepare for that. Whoever is playing that organ is fucking killing it, man. I can just imagine whoever's playing that organ just like them just rocking back and forth, going crazy. Now, quick question for my Tutor reviewers out there: how many horror movies has this theme played in? This is a universal horror movie theme. I'm not gonna lie, man. This theme is so engaging. Yeah, now y'all know normally I'd be talking shit over the credits, but I'm into this music, man. I don't know if it's the drink or I don't know, man, but the catacombs. I noticed I didn't mention this director, Freddie Francis. I've actually got to look right now and see what this guy has directed before or after this film, because he directed a classic nonetheless. Let's see here, Freddie Francis.
Stay as close as you can, please.
Oh, he's more of a cinematographer than anything. God damn, this director of this movie, he did the cinematography for the Cape Fear remake.
In the reign of Henry VIII, when the monasteries in England were dissolved and the occupants tortured, beheaded in public or murdered secretly, Some went into hiding to worship as they pleased.
He also directed an episode of the Tales from the Crypt series. Nice touch. He directed Son of Dracula, The Creeping Flesh.
Are dangerous, and I must warn you to stay with me and not lose your way.
So these people just woke up and they were in a crypt. You know, it's not like they're at the fucking art museum.
Please keep close together.
Yeah, please keep close together, but these five just branch off and do whatever the fuck they want to do.
My brooch. I must have dropped it somewhere. Thank you.
Yeah, he thought he was going to get her number after that. Nah, dog. Thanks for the chivalry, though. You got me fucked up if you think I'm just following a bunch of strangers in the catacombs in the middle of no. Listen, you got me fucked up if you think I'm going into a catacombs in the first place. Now, normally when I think of catacombs, I think of as above, so below. But I think the first time I was introduced to that outside of this movie, it was in video game form, and that was in Turok 2. Now, I don't know how many Turok 2 fans are out there, but on Nintendo 64, Turok 2 put in that fucking work. I need a, you know, we're in a day and age where video game adaptations are getting a little bit better. So, can we get a Turok movie? Nah. Can we get something that's along the lines of like Prey, Last of the Mohicans, Apocalypto mixed with Jurassic Park, or no? I'm probably asking for too much. Yeah, this is a dead end. Let's none of us turn around and go back from whence we came.
Well, there's no way out of here. Let's go back.
Let's not.
There's no way out there.
Hey, you weren't just sitting there before. Almost called him the creeper, but the crypt keeper popped up like, "Hello, motherfucker."
All in good time. Look, how do we get out of here?
And where did you get that road? From Sears?
I'm in a hurry. It can wait. I really can't wait. I have an appointment. Sid. All right,
You know you gotta take a motherfucker seriously when they say I can't. Like, not can't, but can't. C-O-N apostrophe T.
I assure you I have a purpose.
What purpose?
Why did you come in here?
I don't know. I lost my way.
And what are your plans when you leave here? Plans?
He's like, you ain't hear me? Okay, now we are into the, I think this is called An All Through the House. This is one of my favorite horror anthology segments ever. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. This shit used to terrify me. I'm not even joking with y'all. The guy that got to play this Santa Claus is fucking nightmare inducing. And they've got a beautiful house, man. This shit is straight out of like, it seems like the family from Edward Scissorhands could have lived in this house, but it's I don't know. I feel like it's almost too decorative for them because the houses in that movie were they stood out, but they were pretty plain. I don't know if I'm making sense right now.
To Joanne, the best wife in the world. Love from Richard. And a big kiss.
It didn't say that. Cheers, sir. It'll be your last drink ever. He's like, I'm gonna pour me some scotch and smoke this Dutch. That ain't even no cigar. That's a fucking Dutch. Reading the paper. Good old days. Do people even still read the paper? Do we still get the Inquirer in Philadelphia? I'm not sure. I used to read the shit out of the paper until it got depressing. Ooh. She fucked him up.
Merry Christmas.
She couldn't have put a fucking tarp down or something before she killed him. Like, y'all got all white everything pretty much. White couch, white, white love seat, white rug, and white table. She wasn't even trying to get away with murder at this point. She's like, I've got the keys to the Volvo. Merry Christmas. They got a baller ass crib though, 72. Safe behind the Oh, it's an insurance policy.
Mommy!
She's like, oh my god, I gave her melatonin.
Mommy will be right
Fuck, are you still awake? Not gonna lie, man. While Joan Collins is, she's the rich witch, a murderous rich witch at that. She's kind of fine in this movie. She got that big ass fembot hair from Austin Powers though, but she's working it.
Carol, darling, what's the matter? Has Santa come yet? No, darling, not yet. Can I see him when he comes? We'll see. You be a good girl and go to sleep, otherwise Santa won't come. What's this?
It's a little too much information you're sharing.
Right? Good night. Good night, Mummy. Night, Daddy.
Oh, that's terrible. You done murdered her goddamn father, and she's oh, fuck. It's terrible. What if she just didn't go to sleep? Like, Daddy, I can't go to sleep until you say goodnight. It's a big fancy ass lighter that you don't need. Everything in their house looks like it costs a minimum of $1,000. Oh, that's the brooch. Blood all on the rug and shit.
We interrupt this program for a special announcement. A man described as a homicidal maniac.
Well, that's descriptive.
Escaped from the hospital for the criminally insane. He's 6 foot 3 inches tall, 210 pounds, dark eyes, bald, and may be wearing a Santa Claus costume taken from a shop in Vernon. All residents of the county are warned to be on the lookout for this man, and to phone the police if they see him.
Yeah.
We now continue our program of carols for Christmas Eve.
We now return to Little Uzi Vert featuring Young Thug in the newest gangster music this Christmas. It's like, how the fuck you just drop a bomb on society like that, on the city like that? Like, we interrupt this program to tell you motherfucker done lost his mind and is murdering people on Christmas Eve. And it's like, you just want to get back to Christmas carols after that? No, nigga. You got me fucked up. I'd have been like, listen, I'd let everybody know. A man has escaped and my ass is off the clock. Good night. This is when it got real automatically. He knocked on the door and then started trying the doorknob right after. This dude, man. He looks terrifying. He looks like if the guy, what they call him, South Bend Shovel Slayer from Home Alone. Like, he looks like that old man if he went crazy and started murdering people on Crypt. Whoa, that's an idea. What if that old motherfucker from Home Alone was going on a murder spree in the neighborhood and Kevin's house was the last house on the block he had to get to? And Kevin just spent the whole movie like evading him after the dude killed the wet bandits. That'd have been fire. And shots like that, like her just like sitting down on the floor trying not to be seen by this guy and him just creeping around those windows. I'm telling y'all, man, straight up nightmare fuel. Bruh. Whew. Now, if he escaped, well, whoever he stole and murdered for that Santa Claus outfit, he probably took that ring too. I swear I saw a ring on his finger when he reached through that window. And she's doing the smart thing. She's locking her crib down. That right there. Oh my God. He is in every crevice of that house trying to get in. And it's like, of all houses, he targeted her house. And they did do this segment over on the Tales from the Crypt TV show, if I'm not mistaken. I think Larry Drake played, the late great Larry Drake, rest in peace, shout out to him. That's Robert Durant and Dr. Giggles for the uninitiated. But he played the Santa Claus. And the mom from the Goonies played the murderous wife that was getting stalked. Damn. That's a hell of a stunt right there. I don't know what this song's called, but I always loved it. And that's definitely I mean, it's 70s blood. Like, when you see blood like this, it goes hand in hand with shit like Dawn of the Dead and it's funny, I was talking about demons earlier in the intro. It goes hand in hand with those giallo type films. Like Suspiria and Bones. The Snoop Dogg horror movie even has blood that is this same texture, this same color, because it was a nod to those old school type of movies. So this was normal. But nowadays, you show this in front of like a brand new, not a brand new, but a next generational, more savvy type of horror audience. They're going to be like, oh, this blood's terrible, but it fits the movie for the most part. And her fucking hands are covered in that nasty shit. What a shitty painting. Yeah, you fucked up, lady. Have you checked the children?
Carol, where are you?
Freaking out, man.
He's here, Mummy. I let him in. It's Santa.
Fucking kids, man. Why would you let that creepy bastard in? God damn it. Oh, he done knocked the vase over. That's gonna cost you another $1,000. Now, was he supposed to be like choking her to death, or was he giving her like the most orgasmic massage of her lifetime? And the Crypt Keeper's looking at her like, so did you have an orgasm or did you die?
And you? I'm on my way home to see my wife and children.
You lying son of...
And then? And then?
I was on my way home to see my wife and chill. You fake Damon Wayans ass. Yep, this is the one where the guy he was a cheating. What did Josh Brolin? He said. What did he say to Marley Shelton in Planet Terror? He's like, you're a cheating, lying sack. He's like, well, honey, I'm off to the races. 2 suitcases full of clothes, nothing suspicious at all.
Off to go tonight, Carl. Can't you leave it till the morning?
He's like, no, honey, this side pussy cannot wait. I must go now. It is imperative.
When will you be back?
Oh, I ain't never coming home.
We'll have to see how it works out. I'll phone you.
Did you say goodnight to the kids?
We have kids. that pussy he about to get on the side made him forget he got 2 kids up there. He's like, wait, we got kids. Are we married? I almost forgot. Oh, God. This creaking ass chair, man. This shit straight out of a horror movie itself. He's like, good night, children. And in your dreams, remember, your father ain't shit. So as I go into the night to find some vajayjay that's tight. Aw.
Goodbye, darling.
Piece of shit. Just intentionally sabotaging your entire family. He should be fucking ashamed. And he was. That's why he looked like that when he told his daughter goodnight.
Don't forget to ring me when you get there.
I will. Goodbye, darling.
Didn't even kiss her on the lips. He kissed her on the cheek.
Yes, right.
Then he turns on the car and 50 Cent Get Rich or Die Trying starts blasting. This apartment building looks like the inside of it looks like if Lucky Number 11 was made in the 70s. He had 2 bags, she got 3. She's super ready. He's like, hello, side piece. I've missed you.
The removal men came this morning.
Yeah, well, so I see.
Should all be there by the time we get there.
Yeah.
shame to give nightmares like
Yes, I know that, darling. But we've both had to give up quite a bit, haven't we?
You a piece of shit. You was gonna run away with this woman and leave your wife and 2 children?
I love you, Susan. You know that, don't you?
Yes, of course I do.
You meet someone and suddenly that's it. I kiss my kids tonight and oh, for hell's sake. I mean, it will be worth it, won't it? But
She shouldn't even have been with this motherfucker in the first place, because it's like, listen, she should have looked at him like, damn, nigga, like you gonna leave your all right, your wife is one thing, but your kids? She thought he was gonna be fit to be a father to their kids if they had some? Like, come on, man. Nah. This comeuppance was, I hate to say it, man, these characters kinda deserve their outcomes.
no,
Ain't nobody having no nightmare sitting up like that.
no.
Whoa. She'd be lucky she didn't crash right there when he woke up like that. He had a dream that he was never gonna have sex with her again, and he woke up like that. Oh no. Let me grab the wheel and twist it every which way so we don't crash. Was that a toy car? Oh. Yeah, that car's fucked. So it's kind of beyond me how he survived. Well, he didn't survive, but well, he was presumed dead, but she was blinded by this crash. That car is fucking wrecked. I love this music. He's like, Susan, wait, is your vagina burnt too? I need it. This dude gets on my fucking nerves, man. Now, this is the same homeless guy from Halloween Ends that was living under the bridge. When a homeless guy who's so dirty he looks like he's in blackface, like when he screams after he looks at you, you should definitely reevaluate things in life.
Crazy fool. Do you want to get yourself killed?
He's like, holy shit. He's like, never mind, man. He peeled right off. That was always, I love that fucking part. The way that driver just takes one look at that dude and just peels out like that. That was always one of the best parts of this fucking movie for me. because of how many times and how fast he was like turning that steering wheel. He was trying to get the fuck out of there. This dude, this is the epitome of being sprung. This motherfucker.
Darling.
Oh no, he went home. He's like, my God, she found out I was cheating. Wife done moved on and got remarried and shit. Now see, done got in a car accident, can't find Susan's ass. He went right the fuck back home, crawling back. Found out she remarried. Now he going back to Susan again. First of all, if Susan's blind, if she's blind, you just answered the door and said yes. You didn't ask who it was. Like, were you expecting company at this point?
What do you mean? Where have you been?
Please go away.
I got me worried out of my mind. What's that? Furniture.
This is like if Hardcore Henry was a horror movie. This POV shit.
How did...
I brought it back after the crash. And I explained it.
Like it?
I never noticed she had that book that was in Braille.
2 years ago.
Bruh. That's how you know your face is like hideous, because he's screamed at his own reflection. Have y'all ever had moments like that where y'all wake up during a hangover and just scream at your reflection? Or you have a moment where like you just have an ugly morning and you look at your reflection and it just startles you a little bit, like, oh shit. Damn, his comeuppance was so bad he had to die twice. He had to die twice, yo. Oh my god.
So that is why you were in a hurry?
Crypt Keeper was like, you were chasing ass, were you? You dumb mother.
To leave your wife and children? What do you mean? How do you... Who are you? I assure you I have a purpose.
It's like, yeah, I hear you with all the fortune cookie shit, man, but come on.
You're trying to frighten us in some way. What do you want?
I hate this dude. The dude in the leather jacket.
Show you something.
He gets a good segment with
In your own mind.
Peter Cushing, but I fucking can't stand this bitch ass dude.
I don't want to know.
Oh, but you must know. You must.
It's a nice library, study, office, whatever you want to call it. It is fucking immaculate. Peter Cushing, man. Grand Moff Tarkin himself. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not the biggest Star Wars guy in the world at all, but I'm pretty sure Peter Cushing played Grand Moff Tarkin.
Thank you, Mr. Grimsdyke.
That's all right. Now, shall I tell you something? My wife's name was Helen. Mary Helen Grimsdyke. They was called her. It's a nice name. Bye-bye, then.
Come on, Mark. Come on, Julie.
Don't sit here. Bye-bye, Mark. Bye-bye, Julie.
And poor Grimsdyke, man. This is the segment that always made me sad, because Grimsdyke was he was so loved by the kids in the neighborhood, and I felt bad for just like what happened to him and how he was treated by these asshole characters. Like, if I'm not mistaken, they take his dogs away at some point, and it's like his dogs, he lost his wife and all he had was his dogs, and the kids in the neighborhood that adored him.
Shell out to the kids. He does it every year on his birthday.
Every year.
I don't know how you stand. Stand what?
And we got fake ass Leslie Nielsen right here.
He's a rubbish collector. A dustman. This is an eyesore. The toys he gives those kids, he finds in the rubbish and repairs.
And what fucking business is it of yours? You don't live there.
He's sentimental about that old dump.
It's like, give him a fucking break, man. I'm a firm believer in one man's trash is another man's treasure, and people just can't let other people be great.
Nothing we can do about it.
Bye-bye. See you tomorrow. Shut the gate. Bye-bye.
All right, that one dog. It's like, all right, bro, we get it. God damn.
Isn't that?
Just couldn't let that man be great, you fucking bastard. Stepping all on Grimsdyke's flowers and shit. Like, come on. My God. Who does shit like this? But again, it's a part of what an anthology is kind of about. You have to have these characters who do these heinous things, and they are just completely unlikable, so that you are rooting for them to get their comeuppance.
What on earth have you been doing?
Somebody just made an awful mess of Mr. Baker's garden. Poor Grimsdyke's neighbour. He was so proud of his prize roses.
Oh, it's not Grimsdyke's roses. He made it so that they were going to blame it on the dogs.
It's Grimsdyke's dogs for sure. This is too much. I'd like to make an official complaint.
Oh, not an official complaint. My God.
They're my friends. Sergeant.
Look at this, man. This is so...
Court order, and they don't have license.
He called him Sergeant. This motherfucker looked like his name is just Constable Jenkins or something.
Darling?
Oh shit, I forgot he's playing with the Ouija board. Grimsdyke is... Listen, bruh. I'm into horror and the darkness just as much as the next person, but the Ouija board stuff? Absolutely not.
Is there anything you wish to tell me?
She's like, yes, honey. Put the fucking Ouija board down.
Give me the message.
Ouija board turning Grimsdyke into a bobblehead one time. What's it say? Yeah, put your specs on, bro, so you can see. He's like, it says I'm going to play in Star Wars? Oh, it says danger.
Danger? Who to? Is it one of the children? Who to?
Just think it over, Councillor Ramsey.
It's a nice liquor collection back there.
Retire in 2 years. He's done his job well. There's no reason why the town council should...
Too old. To think a younger man
He'd lose his retirement pay.
and save the town some money.
God, I hate this character, man. He's such a fucking snob. Jesus. He's gotta be... Now, while these characters are nothing shy of pieces of shit overall, and while this guy does not murder anybody like Joan Collins' character did, he is like... Oh my God, I probably hate him the most because he's just such a fucking sniveling, just...
I
Oh.
believe he's out of a job.
He's just trying to tear Grimsdyke down bit by bit. Dogs taken away. He's out of a job. Like, my God, man. What? Like, why? This is probably the segment that just frustrates me the most.
Glass a little, built it up, limited.
Now it's the little things for me, man. I really like Grimsdyke's glasses case. I love that silver glasses case.
Oh,
He's like, Beethoven, you've come back.
Jamie, Jamie, my little Jamie. Oh, I wanted.
Oh,
Oh, I'm so glad they didn't get you. Well,
that looks like the dog.
hadn't we?
What's the name? Ipkiss from The Mask. Jim Carrey's character. It looks like the dog from The Mask. A little bit bigger though.
You're our old friend, huh? You and the children? We thought it might be.
Shit, I'm about to let my dog in the room. It made that right there just made me appreciate dogs even more.
It's so difficult to know what one's children get up to.
I got a German Shepherd though, so it's not particularly
Can't
small.
tell from looking at his house what a filthy old man he is. Constantly filling it with children.
Oh God,
That's what his motivations are.
what are your motivations
Well,
are,
don't forget what I think.
dumbass? I hate that guy.
Mummy, he's such a nice old man.
Don't argue with me. You're not to see him again, ever. Why don't you go and play in our garden? And don't take any more sweets from him. Carry rubbish all day. His hands must be filthy.
That's gonna be every parent on Monday. Don't take any more sweets from him. It's got fentanyl and all types of shit. I said that because Monday is, of course Monday is Halloween. Also, while, be that as it may, while Monday is Halloween, let me be like really serious during this Intox commentary and say, people, please check your kids' candy and be careful trick-or-treating on Monday at late afternoon, evening, or whatever time you go. Because it's real out here, man, and people are really fucking with these kids' candy, and hopefully those people that do that shit to kids' candy get their comeuppance, because that's cruel as fuck. Like, it's scary, man.
What's on your mind? Valentine's Day.
Oh my God.
Just 2 weeks away. So, we'll send him Valentines. From everyone in town.
Lots of mail for you today, Mr. Ginsberg.
Good morning. Thank you very much. Oh, very kind. My dear. Oh, it's not even Christmas. It's not makes any difference if it is or not. I'll be right here for it. That's a kind card. You're my only sweetheart. Don't miss me. Noisy are children, loud is a bell. Pungent is perfume, but you only smell.
He's like, the fuck?
Children, loud is a bell. Pungent perfume, but you only smell. I don't think I like that. Oh. The tree is beautiful, if its owner prunes it. But our town isn't, because your presence ruined it.
He took the time out to craft these Valentine's Day cards and write it with a nib. Did he dip it in the fucking ink himself before he wrote this bullshit? Like, he just sent him a bunch of, like, you got to be one miserable motherfucker to go out of your way to, like, try to ruin somebody's life like this.
Why don't you do us a service? Jump in the river.
Don't even read the rest, Grimsdyke. I feel like, even by today's standards, Grimsdyke, a person like him, is a national treasure, because he could be an old creep that's fucking burying these kids underneath his house or some shit. But he's not hurting anybody, man. And not them, but this one guy with this fucking cable knit sweater on is just going out of his way, man. Grimsdyke should have just been like, hand me a rumble. We've got to fight. Fisticuffs. Grimsdyke should have just, told him we need to fight. Whoop his ass.
Can't be far away if the door's open.
This place is spotless. I thought it was filthy.
Yeah, you ain't know how this motherfucker was living. You prejudged him. Like a bunch of bitches. And he got occult, mystical, religious, magical books and shit. He's like, oh my god, Grimsdyke was growing marijuana. And fucking hung himself. Because y'all want to be assholes. This is a segment that probably today would hit much harder. Because it just goes to show, man, like the whole bullying and shit like that. Like, come on, man. It has consequences to it.
Forasmuch as it hath pleased Almighty God of his great mercy to take unto himself the soul of our dear brother,
R.I.P.
Arthur
Grimsdyke, man.
Grimsdyke, here departed. We therefore commit his body to the ground, earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, in sure and certain hope of the resurrection to eternal life through our Lord Jesus.
And then they had the audacity to go to his funeral.
To pay for the burial. It was the least I could do. He was a neighbor.
Okay, he wasn't an asshole, but it's like this guy, I don't know if that's his son or his brother, whatever the fuck the case may be. You let him be this asshole towards Grimsdyke, and it's like, well, it's the least I can do. He was a neighbor. Like, you could have prevented some of this. You could have told this dude, like, listen, man, if you keep it up, you got to get the fuck out of this house. If there's one thing this dude invests in other than ruining people's lives, it's cable knit sweaters throughout this entire segment.
Valentine's cards. The ones I
That
sewed
someone
last
keeps
year.
knitting and knitting.
It must be a year ago today.
Valentine's Day, February the 14th. A year ago exactly.
This sequence right here, I feel like had we not have had this sequence, we would have not gotten. The fuck type of language am I speaking? We would have not gotten Father's Day in Creepshow. And when I say that, I mean Grimsdyke rising from the grave, because Nathan Graham in the Father's Day segment in Creepshow, he rises from the grave and he kills what's her name, Vivica Linfors. Oh, now you scared. Look, he's sweating. Now you scared Grimsdyke might come back. Now you bitching. I love it. Corpses coming out of the ground almost at any point, I just absolutely love in horror movies, man. But Grimsdyke he's waking up. He's like, yeah, it's about that time. And I love the practical makeup on Grimsdyke. There's behind the scenes photos of Peter Cushing getting the makeup applied to his face and stuff like that. And I love how Grimsdyke looks undead. I love that shot too, right there. There's just enough of him. There's just enough of the shadow. The lighting is just right as he's creeping into the shot like that. Listen, man, it's all fun and games until motherfuckers come back from the dead on that ass. It's all fun and games. And he's just laying there. He probably like, yeah, he'd had a hard night of drinking. Spilt a little ketchup on his cable knit sweater. No, Grimsdyke killed the hell out of that dude, though. He's like, my God, he's dead, but someone left a Hallmark card out here.
You were mean, cruel, right from the start. Now
No.
you really have no.
You knew it was coming. Why would you even unwrap that hoagie paper like that? I'm not gonna lie, that guy's acting was bad when he saw that heart. He's like, my God, I had no idea how to rhyme, so I didn't see it coming. Now this motherfucker's back in the Crypt Keeper's lair like, my God, I really did not feel my heart beating this whole time.
I didn't.
You didn't what?
Don't.
You didn't what?
Grimsdyke. What am I doing here?
I would have been trying to leave at that point. Like, I don't even, like, if these motherfuckers is getting these types of outcomes, I don't even want to know what I'm doing here. It is not going to be bad. It just is going from bad to worse for all parties involved.
Well, that's it, Ralph, I'm afraid. It's all gone.
Everything.
More than everything. You have debts. I did warn you, didn't I, not to use money that had been entrusted to you. The risks were far too great.
Risks. The gains could have been enormous. What do I do now?
Well, you have two choices. First, bankruptcy.
And according to you, that would be dishonorable, wouldn't it?
Now, come on, let's face it. You've done dishonorable things in your life before, in your business life.
Hard, ruthless, and perhaps even cruel. Yes, to build up a Jason empire, sometimes I had to be.
No one has to be.
I did. Oh, it's easy to talk. But I had to fight my way up the hard.
Was this movie sponsored by Scotch or some shit? Because that's all everybody drinks throughout this shit.
No, I'm not going into bankruptcy.
Well, if you intend to try and pay off your debts,
I don't know, was brown liquor the more prestigious
things of value.
go-to back in 72?
Paintings. Everything.
My house. All the beautiful.
I can't say that's what I'm drinking right now, but that's definitely what I prefer. I feel like white liquor gets me too riled up.
I'm afraid you'll have
I get the Rams for all the wrong reasons, and it just gets me riled up. Brown liquor, it lets me know when I've had enough, and it keeps me mellow for the most part.
Our whole life's in them.
I feel like because I had to say that with a question mark at the end, I'm not sure.
Remember that one? We got it in that strange shop in Hong Kong.
I feel like if they remade this movie, this chick would be played by Emily Browning. I think that's her name, the chick from Sucker Punch and Legend with Tom Hardy.
Yes. Use it. Use it wisely.
Legend with Tom Hardy, man, that is one of the most underrated gangster movies ever. If y'all have not seen that shit, it's the movie where Tom Hardy plays both Reggie and Ronald Cray. It's based on a true story, and it just proves why Tom Hardy is one of the greatest actors of all time. Character actors of all time as well. But he's like, won't you give me a lemon sherbet? Fuck you.
Of me, so keep score. Each wish will come true, so take care what you do. I can't read the rest, but the last word is deplore.
What does it all mean?
Use it wisely.
Nah, maybe Emily Browning, but she also looks like the mom from
Storybook nonsense.
she looks like the mom from My Girl 2. She looks like Austin O'Brien's mom from My Girl 2, and she also was Macaulay Culkin's mom in Richie Rich.
I read it when I was at school.
I wish for lots and lots of money.
Oh, no.
Too late, I already have.
And I just remembered what happened at the end of the story.
Well, you said yourself it was just a story. I'm
Birthday wishes.
Oh, some hard-headed mofos, man.
Hello. Oh, hello, Charles.
I'd like you to come down to my office.
You're always sorry, Charles. And there's always a speech.
It's very important.
But nobody cares anymore.
I'd like to come straight away. I'll be right there. It's Charles. He wants me to go and see him right away. He said something about money. Money?
Well, that drives anyone to just leave out at random. It's a nice ass car. Red? Nah, but it's a nice model. The fuck is that hiding behind a tree like Jason? Now, is this one of the people from Psychomania? I don't know how many people have said that's another reference to, I believe that movie came out in the 70s. Psychomania was always a movie that stood out to me. It was one of the first movies we had on VHS back in the day. It's one of the first movies my grandpa bought on VHS next to King Kong vs. Godzilla. And Psychomania is such a fucking strange movie, man, but I need to do a commentary for that sooner than later. It's just such a weird movie. First of all, just hit the brakes and let that motherfucker fly over the trunk of the car. Cause I'm gonna pull over to the side of the road like, yo, you on my ass right now, and I don't. Oh my lord, it's Skeletor from He-Man.
Hello.
Is that Mr. Gregory?
Yes, yes, speaking.
I'm sorry to tell you that your client, Ralph Jason, has been killed in a car crash.
In his car?
Yes, on a road about 10 miles from his home.
Well, have you told Enid, Mrs. Jason yet?
No, not yet. We found some letters from you in his pocket. They indicate that you're not only his solicitor, but a close friend of the family. We thought it better that you...
Yes, yes. Yes, of course. Leave it to me. I'll tell her.
He's like, don't call back again. 106 in Park is coming on at 6 o'clock.
Ralph? Dead?
Yeah, lady. It's happening.
They found him in the wreckage of his car. He'd obviously lost control. Skidded. Enid, this may not be the best moment to talk about this, but it may alleviate some of your other worries. You realize this accident made you a rich woman?
Oh, who gives a shit?
Rich?
That's what pisses me off about death. When people pass away, man, a lot of people just see dollar signs, and it's like, it shows you who people really are.
Lots of money. Ralph warned me not to.
No, that's a coincidence.
No, it's no coincidence. That statuette. It gave us 3 wishes. I used one of them to wish for lots and lots of money. Now I'm going to wish for Ralph back.
Lady, not a good idea.
Charles, do you know the story of the monkey's paw?
That's the story of the old couple who are given a monkey's paw, which entitles them to 3 wishes.
God damn, I just realized I don't think I mentioned, as far as horror anthologies go, or just anthology movies in general, I don't know. It's a fine line between calling this horror, not this, but the movie I'm about to mention, calling it horror or sci-fi, whatever. But the Twilight Zone movie is also another great example of an anthology movie. I don't, we don't need to talk about the charges John Landis was brought up on as far as that, the production of that movie, but the movie did suffer at the box office because of that. But I love the Twilight Zone movie. I think that intro with Albert Brooks and Dan Aykroyd is one of the greatest intros of all time. And the recreation of the William Shatner segment, Nightmare at 20,000 feet, or whatever it was, is with John Lithgow is one of the greatest segments ever. I think that's definitely like top 5 or top 10 at least. God damn, that's an episode right there. What are the top 5 or top 10 horror anthology segments? Who the hell are you? Fucking Interview with the Vampire. Like, these dudes just walked right in, fog rolling in behind them. Now what they should have did was play Party Man by Prince when they walked in with that fucking casket.
No, don't
Let's
move.
broaden our
His
minds.
body was mangled in the crash.
Mangled? It wasn't mangled. Mr. Jason died of a heart attack at the wheel.
Oh wow. He saw that fucking skull mask and was like, my god.
I wish to bring back as he was immediately before the accident. But he was already dead. Dead from a heart attack, so the accident didn't kill him.
That makes it no better, lady. Excuse me.
In it.
Please go away. Leave me alone. I want to be alone with you, please.
Now why would you leave her goofy ass in there by herself with that corpse? You knew better.
Only one more wish. Only one. I mustn't waste it. I must be careful.
Yeah. You must be stupid again with this damn monkey shrine. Or the shrine of whoever this motherfucker is.
Please. I wish Ralph were alive now. I don't want him to die ever. I want him moving, breathing.
You don't want him to die ever.
Alive.
That was it.
Now, forever.
Oh my god. Now what this guy's about to say, obviously not Ralph, but this shit is crazy.
You realize he's been embalmed.
Yep.
Flames are filled with embalming fluid burning into him.
He got all them chemicals up in his body and you wished him back. He is in agony. She pulled out the fucking samurai sword on Ralph. Oh Lord. Alright, Ralph, stop doing the same scream over and over, okay? Oh! That was probably the most graphic shot in this movie is when they show his intestines and shit. She's like, oh my god, we are stuck with Ralph forever.
You wished him alive forever. You can't kill him. Every piece of him is alive still.
Actually, you can put him in the crematorium from Return of the Living Dead.
Alive and suffering.
Good job, lady. Good fucking job. Stuck with Ralph as an undead roommate for life. For life.
What did you see?
The Crypt Keeper's looking like, see? I told y'all.
What did he see?
What's more important is what you will see.
Well, who are you? What do you want with us?
To warn you of what may happen.
I don't care about your warnings. I want to get out of here.
Ah, what a guy.
But surely
It's like, what makes you think you have rank more than the other people that are in that crypt? Catacombs, whatever the hell. He's like, I've got this hat on. I can call shots like a motherfucker. Now, is that a German Shepherd? Looks like a big ass. It's like a German Shepherd and a Pomeranian, had a love child or some shit. It's a bit more fluffy. I don't know what I'd be talking about sometimes.
Mr. Rogers? Major Rogers. You might show me to my quarters and have something.
Shabba-da-bat.
Shame.
You gotta talk so fast. A shabba-da-naya, shabba-da-honda. This dude's another asshole.
There were pictures on the wall. Where have they gone?
Personal property of your predecessor, sir.
Well, we must get some more. I'll go down to London and have a look around the galleries. Where are the men? The patients?
They've gone to lunch, sir.
You mean dinner, sir?
What?
Bon appetit, Mr. Carter.
Thank you.
This motherfucker look like Tom Noonan. He definitely looks like fucking. Yo, man. Listen, I need to relax a little bit. I do. But y'all know, man. Y'all know I'm a goof off. I'm gonna talk my talk. Listen, as a podcaster, I would hate to get my comeuppance for talking shit about a lot of these movies because I just don't know.
Good morning. My name is Rogers, Major William Rogers. I've been appointed your new superintendent here and take up my duties today. I've had considerable experience in dealing with men as an officer in the army. I promise you I will do this job to the best of my ability. I hope we'll all get along well. If there are any complaints, I shall be pleased to deal with them in my office at any time.
Yeah, I hear you, Raj. I ain't calling you major shit.
Good morning. Jane? Yes.
He's like, I'll have you know, I also auditioned for James Bond, but Roger Moore beat me to the punch.
Jane? After I made a few changes, I think we're going to like it here.
Can we just listen? Can we just have this guy just comb the fucking sides of his hair down? God damn, that dude just blew in his bed. Is he passing away right now?
Stone cold.
Oh, I guess he's just that cold. Jesus.
All right, old boy. All right. I'll get you an extra blanket.
A blanket, bro. I look like fucking Jack Torrance by the end of The Shining in this joint. He's really blue. I never paid attention to this part. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This was probably always the most uninteresting segment for me, next to the one we just saw with Ralph coming back to life. But I did like the end. You know what we see happen to the asshole character, his comeuppance, as I said. And it's like none of these segments are really bad for me. But there's always, I've always got ones that I favor and one that I have like that are my least favorite and so on and so forth. Which is every anthology. I don't think I've seen an anthology to date where I like every segment, even Creep Show, which is in my top 5, the original Creep Show. And I think I put Creep Show 2 in my top 5. I gotta really do this anthology ranking, but even Creep Show, I have least favorites in there. Like Something to Tide You Over is great with Leslie Nielsen and Ted Danson and Galen Ross, but it's not my favorite. I think Father's Day is my favorite in the original Creep Show. VHS is another anthology I have to really think of, which is my favorite segment.
You'll all be in bed by then. After all, there's no point in staying up. You can't see anything.
Like bed, motherfucker, I'm 67.
I'm trying to run this place as efficiently and as economically as I can. I'm afraid the current budget does not include the cost of new blankets.
Do you know anything about blind people?
No, I can't say I do until I took over this job. But I was in the army for over 20 years, and I learned to handle all kinds of men there.
The With all due respect, sir, we are not soldiers. And blind people are not like people with sight. We have lost one sense, but the loss of that one sense only tends to sharpen the other. Do you know what that means? We feel things more acutely. If food is bad, it tastes worse to us. If a room is dirty, we feel every speck.
Is that true?
If an insect scurries across the floor, we hear it.
Wow.
And if it's cold, we feel the cold more.
He not even taking this dude seriously.
Why don't you sell that painting and buy us fuel or extra blankets?
I was not aware that the administration of expenditure for this establishment had been handed over to you, Mr. Carter.
Listen, you talking way too goddamn fast, bruh. He's like, why don't you shave your mustache? Make yourself look less of a Bond villain. He's like, how dare you slam my goddamn door?
Dishwater, filthy muck.
Oh, God. Listen, this guy right here, he is going through it. The color of this man's face. Get him some medical attention.
Sorry, Dad, there ain't no more.
No second helping?
Well, rations were cut, you see. Superintendent says he's doing the best he can with prices so high.
And this dude's like, why I oughta. He cut the rations, but this motherfucker got champagne and wine and fruits and veggies and just eating good. Yep.
It's customary to knock on the door of a private office. What do you want? Can't you see I'm having my lunch?
What is it? Nice juicy steak? But we get nothing but slop.
Well, I do the best I can
Slop.
for you within the limits of the budget provided for me.
Listen, this dude is talking
And
fast.
drink wine?
I am the officer in charge.
This isn't the bloody army.
Mr. Carter, in the kingdom of the blind, even the one-eyed man is king.
Ooh, watch your motherfucking mouth. There you go. I feel like even the blind guys behind them got eyes for a second when they heard that dog bark. It's like, Jesus. And they was like, listen, that ain't no poodle. Let's get the fuck up out of here. I do feel like, while this movie is definitely a certified classic for me, I feel like this guy is not only turning blue, but he's damn near silver at this point. But I feel like if you wanted to remake this movie with all the same segments, it could work. It could work, and it definitely could be tastefully done. That's what's up, man. He gave his homie an extra blanket. I like how these blind guys ride for each other, man.
You realize it's gone midnight? Doctor. Who wants a doctor?
It's Greenwood, sir.
Well, can't it wait till the morning?
He's ill, sir. Very ill.
Well, I suppose I'm going to take a look.
He's gonna walk out the door and then come right back in a split second. Like, well, I took a look and he looks fine to me. Is that a German Shepherd? I mean, I don't know. It's way more fluffy than... Oh, shit, he passed away. He's dead. I don't remember exactly what happened, but he looks very fucking dead.
Which one is Greenwood?
Yeah, he's dead, man. He has passed on. It's like, my God. This man's colder than a Budweiser in the middle of December.
Man is dead.
That's the last straw for them. You let my homie pass away, And now all the blind people getting up like, we ought to whoop your ass up in here, man. You might not even make it out this room, bruh. Nah, he's scared. You about to get strolled on by the blind. They like, yo, you take one of ours, we just gonna take you. And that's all it is to it. Yep, they got a plan now. They got a fucking plan now. I love it. They keep patting each other like, yo, here, do what we talked about last night. Remember? Oh, you asleep? My bad. But it's like they keep putting these meat scraps on this plate. Pass it on. Put a meat scrap on this plate. Pass it on. They've got a foolproof plan. I love it. This is while this is not my favorite segment, this is satisfying to see what they're doing. Them devising this plan, and it just goes to show, just because they're blind, do not count them out for a fucking second. They gonna get theirs. They done lost one of their brothers. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He know that, like, listen, it's almost like Don't Breathe, where Stephen Lang's character in Don't Breathe, he's blind, but that doesn't mean he's stupid or he's like incapable. You know, your other senses heighten. So I've been told that when you're blind, when you're deaf, other senses heighten, man. And for them to be blind, like, he knows every seam, every crevice of this entire building, and I love that. Because it just goes to show, don't count them out, man. Now he would have been better off just getting his dog some begging strips. I don't think they had those back in '72 though. The dog is like, hold up. It's like food. This is like the fluffiest. If this is a German Shepherd, this is the fluffiest German Shepherd I've ever seen in a movie, just in life in general. And this guy's got his head so far up his ass, he doesn't even notice that his dog is, being led to serve elsewhere. They led that motherfucking dog all the way into the basement, and he doesn't even notice it. The dog's like, well, where's the rest of the food at? Oh, right. They locked that dog in there. And you know what? It just goes to prove what he said is more than true. When he's like, when a bug scurries across the floor, we can hear it. Like, again, the sense is heightened.
What the hell do you think you're doing? Get out of your rooms, all of you. It's our turn to give the orders now.
Yep.
Major Rogers, sir.
Well, what is it? What do you want?
Don't start stuttering now. They said, listen, we can't see, but we can see that Joe ass is grass right now. Thought you couldn't get manhandled by a bunch of blind guys, but you done fucked up now. He's like, get your hands off of me. I auditioned for James Bond. claustrophobia is what set in for me every time I saw this segment. He's like, Lassie. He's like, all right, I'll find a way out of here. We got to band together and make it out of this motherfucker. It's like, what have they been giving you? Turkey bacon, pork bacon, or beef? Now I'm wondering how long was he? Because you don't get a 2 days later or 2 hours later type of caption that pops up. But I'm wondering how long was he in there for them to build what they were building? Like they're doing carpentry and all types of shit. And then there's that one room that they built with all the razors against the walls. Dog snapping, man. Like, I need to piss. Put him just basically in a brick room with bars on the windows. These guys are amazing, man. Carpentry on a beam. And this guy's like, well, he usually comes and gets his tea, but I guess he'll... Oh, shit. I don't know how I forgot about this. They fucking bum rushed the guy. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. They about to lock him in the linen closet. They're like, yep, well, that takes care of that. All right, dog. God damn. I'm not gonna lie. That's how my dog barks when he's in the yard. Especially if he sees you walk by.
Getting hungry, Major Rogers.
Oh, feed him, please. Please feed him.
All in good time.
Yes, but you must feed him. He'll be dangerous. He'll go wild, berserk.
I know, Major Rogers.
That dog is more frustrated than I am listening to him bark. Whoever's behind the score for this movie, I definitely can appreciate that shit. Fits the movie perfectly. Now, you would think if he was in that fucking room that long, he would start like chiseling raps on the wall or poems or something like that. Or he would just, just pull a tape recorder out of nowhere. Captain's log. I've been in this room for 17 days now, and...
What are you doing out there?
You'll see soon enough.
Do you have to sound like a supervillain? Or no?
something to eat, please, please. I haven't had any to eat or drink for over 2 days. Please, please.
Oh, that's it?
Will at least feed my dog, please.
He'll be fed all right. Major Rogers, sir.
All right, now you know something's wrong when he's actually calling you what you would prefer to be called. You know it's not going to end well. At this point, just don't even feed the dog. Oh shit! Now, I love how that door creaked open like that and how slow he turned around towards it because he's like, "Oh my god, I don't even want to leave anymore." He don't even want to leave no more. It's like he been in there so long. He doesn't even know what awaits him on the other side of that door. He's like, holy shit, you motherfuckers built an obstacle course for me. He could have knocked that shit down. It's just wood and nails. I'd have threw myself against all that shit and broke it down. You listen. Tripping. Doors opening. I'm kicking everything. I'm elbowing, shouldering, not headbutting because you headbutt something like they were getting their carpentry on. You headbutt the wrong thing and you got a fucking nail in your skull, and that's it. You're gonna be mad as hell when the creeper asks you, and what were you doing with that nail in your head? Crazy thing is, I can hear my dog outside the door right now. They basically built the same maze that Tim Matheson built in his house in Buried Alive. Buried Alive is an underrated ass movie. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but if y'all have not seen, oh shit, if y'all have not seen Buried Alive, just check it out. Oh, wait, now, all right, it's been like 2 days and some change. How long did it take y'all to put these razor blades inside of these walls like this? But this is, my God, it's like, oh my God, I remember seeing this as a kid. I'm just like, listen, I would not know what to do. I'm just not gonna walk through. I'm just not gonna walk through that hallway. Just razor blades on both sides of the wall. I'm not walking. I'm not doing it. Not doing that shit. He's like, all right, maybe if I just step. Oof. No. Oof. Fuck. This part made the segment worth it. Like, oh my God, just fucking walk it through. Oh my God, I couldn't do it. Because I'm claustrophobic for one, that tight ass hallway. But razor blades just scattered throughout the walls. God damn. This is terrible, man. I feel like nowadays, if you would have remade this segment, they would show him getting fucked up. Oh God. You're not being careful enough, bruh. It took me 6 days to get through that hallway undetected. Oof. You're not even trying to get out of there, man. I'm telling you, I'm breaking everything down. And I'm not running from that dog. I'm telling you, listen, it's either me or you. I'm not running. I'm definitely not running down that hallway. Ooh. You don't even have to see it because you know he got fucked up by that dog and he sliced his shit all up in that razor blade hallway.
What is all this? I'm on my way to a new job. I don't know why I stopped here. I do. Now you may go.
Yeah, one of y'all go first. Cause no.
see, I wasn't warning you, but telling you why you are here for all eternity.
Oh, you thought. That's about as bad as when that guy fell out that fucking building in RoboCop. That motherfucker fell straight to hell. They said, well, shit wouldn't happen to me though. Crypt Keeper's looking like, I bet you motherfuckers will learn to be good now.
And now.
Now what? What's your story? No, what's your story, Crypt Keeper?
Perhaps you?
Nope. Ain't trying to have no nightmares, bruh. Don't even bring me into the mix of this nonsense. I done some things, but ain't nothing compared to them things that they did. Nope. But we have survived all the anthology stories, people. We have survived the classic horror of 1972's Tales from the Crypt, man. And I gotta say, this is... I'm sorry, man. This is a 10 out of 10 for me. Now, again, while I said this movie has not aged well, I did say that the performances and the overall stories and the storytelling is really good, man. These comeuppances have really stood the test of time, man. And while they can stand to be remade, I think that the overall ideas of these stories do hold up. In order to have a really successful anthology story, I feel like you have to have the majority of your characters have to be unlikable. They have to do these really fucked up things for you to say, oh my god, I can't wait to see what happens to them in return as far as what they did. And that's exactly what happens here, man. And shout out to Freddie Francis for directing this and being a big part of the horror genre, man. He was a a big part in so many hailed horror properties. And rest in peace, shout out to him, man. And shout out to Joan Collins and Peter Cushing and I didn't know he was a Sir Ralph Richardson and everybody else that was involved in the making of this movie, man. I do feel like I'm going to not get long-winded with this outro. I'm going to wrap this up almost immediately. I'm not gonna hold y'all, man. It is I think I'm gonna drop this tomorrow. I'm gonna drop this on Friday. So if it does, I mean, it's Thursday night now, but if I do drop this, Friday, happy Friday to you guys. I hope everybody has a great productive day, afternoon, night, weekend, all that good stuff. But nonetheless, man, hope everybody enjoyed this IntoxiCommentary, man. I enjoyed recording it. It took the stress off. It took the edge off, man. I love getting this content out to you guys, man. And there's more to come. I know I missed a day or two. I know I missed a couple days during spooky season, but I'm trying here, people. And shout out to everybody that is still rocking out with me, whether it be spooky season, whether it be, I don't know if next month I don't know. What am I going to do? Like Thanksgiving themed movies or commentaries or content or some shit like that. I do know you guys should definitely be on the lookout. Shout out to my bro Johnny Zuko over at Bumpin' the Night Podcast 1428. Make sure y'all go check out that podcast. But also, we've got our RNZ live stream. Well, RNZ live stream, our own little podcast spinoff that we came up with. But I think next month we are going to be ranking the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies. But next Wednesday, we are definitely going to be doing our top 10 zombie movies of all time. So you guys tune in to Instagram Live next Wednesday night. I'm pretty sure it'll be around like 7 p.m. Usually the usual time that we do our our live streams. Make sure you guys tune into that, man, because it's going to be interesting to say the least, man, to see what our top 10 zombie movies are going to be. I think I got mine pretty much locked and loaded, and yeah, man. Yeah, listen, it's going to be a good time. We're going to make if October was lackluster overall, which I don't know. I don't want to say it was lackluster, but I think I could have did way more spooky season commentaries or just content in general. But where I lacked in October, maybe I'll try to make it up in November. I can only hope, man. But life and all that type of shit happens, people. But we're going to get it done. We're going to keep this shit rolling. We're going to reach this 60K mark. I definitely spoken into existence. I'm speaking into existence again. If not by next week, well into, if not by this weekend, I don't remember. What was it? If not by this weekend or well into the first week of November, I don't remember what it was, but sooner than later, I'm going to just say this. We'll get to that 60K mark, people. We're almost there. Almost there, and I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. But y'all know, y'all already know. But if y'all don't by any chance, which y'all should, it's been what, 3 years now. But if y'all don't, y'all know y'all can follow the podcast on Anchor, Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Overcast, Pocket Cast, Breaker, Radio Public, Podbean, and Podcast Addict. Shout out to Anchor. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, Romero Tutor. Shout out to the Facebook movie group, The Cinemaniacs. And shout out to the Facebook movie groups, The Horror Virus and Movie Preview Review. And last but certainly not least, shout out to the Tutor reviewers, the listeners, the lovers, the supporters out there. Of course, man, I appreciate anybody tuning in with me for this commentary, this IntoxiCommentary that we got through it safely, man. I feel like I wasn't drinking nowhere near as much as I should have been for this. Maybe it should have been more, but I feel like that was a good thing. We got through it, and I was not like, I don't think this was a I'm trying to think of the last IntoxiCommentary I did where it was like really like I was getting sloshed. I do know Rob Zombie's Halloween. I think I mentioned that earlier in the episode, but Rob Zombie's Halloween, that episode, that was one for the books, man. It was a lot of Jim Beam. A lot of Jim. Oh no, it wasn't Jim Beam. I'm sorry, it was Jack Daniels. I don't want to fuck up my chances of getting sponsored by the wrong liquor here. But if they want to sponsor me, then that's perfectly fine, man. But yeah, man, I'm just going to cut this short, people, because I'm running on fumes right now. We're almost 2 hours into this episode. Y'all already know the love and support that y'all show me. I show it back to y'all tenfold and then some. So with that being said, people, yours truly, Romero Tutor. Another episode of Tutor Reviews in the can. I'll check y'all on the next one.